Hey guys, Corey with Camel EDV. Going to do the install video tonight for the Yamaha T7 side stand safety switch bypass plug. Modern bikes, road going bikes anyway, have a switch that won't let you ride away with the kickstand down. If the kickstand's down, you put the bike in gear, it kills the bike. That's great, safety, go team. The issue is if you're riding along and you have a rock kick up and it breaks the safety switch, your bike won't run. So you can be stranded if you can't bypass it. Now, on the Japanese bikes, generally speaking, it's 2 wires coming off the switch. If you cut those wires, strip some back, twist them together, that will get you through. On the European bikes, usually there's a lot more involved. The Yamaha T7, thankfully, luckily, is a bike that you can just twist the 2 wires together. If you don't want to do that and you just don't want to deal with the switch at all, we've got a bypass plug here. So this is the same weather pack connector that is on the switch assembly, and it simply goes one port into the next. So if you don't want to cut your factory switch, you can just plug this in ahead of time. Of course, it does defeat the safety switch operation, so it is possible to put your bike in gear and ride away with the side stand down. If you're a road rider, you might not want to do that. If you're an off-road guy, even light duty off-road, you can have rocks kick up, even with a side stand safety switch protector. Rocks do weird things. I've had things flip up and break switches in really weird ways. So it is something that you might want to look at before you go on your next adventure. So I'm going to show you how to install it on this bike. This one has got crash bars on it, so we are going to have to take off the left side crash bar and then the left side fairing to get access to this. You might be able to squeak it in without removing that stuff, but it would be a giant pain. So we're going to do it in the video here so you can see what's involved. Looking at this again, I think we can probably get this fairing out without removing the crash bar. So I'm going to try that first. If not, we will remove the bar. So we've got these 3 fairing bolts here. We've got 2 plastic clip style clips. This one is actually missing here, so we've just got one on the bottom. If you have the OEM rad guard, the plastic one, you've actually got 3 to deal with on each side. I shouldn't say each side. We're only dealing with the one side, so we only have 3 to do. So these guys, you just give them a partial turn here and they release. We're going to wiggle that out. And then we can grab the fairing here, give this a pull. Yep, beauty, we can get this out. Disconnect our signal light connector here. So this is a really terrible spot to try and get video. But this is the connector right here. I'm just pointing at it with my finger. There is a zip tie here on this bike. I don't know whether that's a factory tie or whether we added that after. This bike's been apart a few times, but that is the general area. This is your charging system rectifier. The front gray plug, basically right behind it on the frame here, is where that plug is. And free these wires up here. So this connector here is your side stand safety switch. So we're just going to push the lock in, pull that apart. You can just pull the whole thing out. And then we're going to take the bypass switch, plug that in there. We're going to throw a new zip tie around these wires around the frame here, and we're going to put the fairing back on. So these are the plastic keepers here. When you push this in or turn it in, because it's got the Torx and the hex here, so you turn that in, it spreads these pedals, and that is basically, it's just a plastic rivet that's reusable. When you turn this counterclockwise, the pin slides down, the pedals come in, and that allows you to take it out. That's just the reset on it. So like I said, there should be, if you have the OEM rad guard, there should be 3 of these per side. This bike there happens to be 1. So quick and easy to do. I don't recommend waiting until you break the switch to put the plug in. Like, you don't want to carry it in your toolbox and be on the trail and be like, oh, I broke my switch, so I'm going to put the bypass plug in. It's a lot easier to do it in the garage when you have good light and proper tools and everything else. Certainly you can do it. It's just less than ideal. You don't have to buy the plug, honestly. This is the same plug, 2 pieces of wire coming out of it. You can cut this, twist the 2 wires together, tape them up, plug it back in. That is exactly what we're selling you, one that's just pre-done. If you have any questions, as always, info@camel-adb.com. Thanks for watching.